So I wanted to talk about creative and simplified ways to think about emptiness and counteract self-grasping ignorance. So I thought about offering the victory to them. Work at lowering the strength and solidity of my ego, my I, by thinking of others' happiness. When someone turns off a light, when they speak harshly to me, when they make slurping sounds, when they walk in front of me, when they don't fill the teapot. In that moment, when I see the irritation or anger arise, I've been trying to say, well, they're just trying to be happy. I actually managed this years ago in the meditation hall. I can't remember what retreat it was, but someone was clicking their mala. And I really turned it with my mind. It's like I kept telling myself that. And after a while, instead of being irritated, I almost changed my mind. It's a pleasant feeling, you know? It was very interesting. And then I forgot about it for a few years. But, I'm not always so successful, but the more I use it, the easier it gets. I attended His Holiness's talk in Denver years ago, and he said this over and over again. People just want happiness and don't want to suffer. And I think rather than to think about my irritation and my anger, thinking about others is the true antidote. And the benefits of this practice, so I'm creating merit for myself by showing compassion to others, even and especially if they don't know it, I think. Reduce harm and negative karma in my own mind. I'm preventing others' negative karma by catching my afflictions before I speak harshly. And I was talking to a few people lately about thinking of your good qualities, because they were like beating up on themselves or, I'm this, I'm that, I'm no, blah, 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 And I think this kind of practice, even though it's simple, it really helps fill like the void that my self-attachment, my self-preoccupation has unsuccessfully tried to fill. I think you generate self-confidence from this. And myself really fought this at first. I wanted to be right, irritated, angry. I wanted to defend myself. It's really hard to let go of that me. But and this practice really counteracts the self-denigrating mind that chews on that interaction with others for so long afterwards. I should have said this or that. I should have defended myself. I should really have let them have it. It cuts all that off, right there. If I can do it. And be creative, exercise your mind. Make it uncomfortable once in a while, I like to have a little molasses with my granola. But when I don't see the bottle right away, instead of getting irritated, I've been trying to play this little game by saying, oh, well, I can live without it, and then I see it, and that's fine. But then I prepared myself. If it isn't there, I don't suffer. And try to be aware of the mind that gets so caught up in my work or project, the mind that makes everything large and permanent, that worries about the end result. Plan as best as I can, and then leave it rest. Concentrate on each step involved. Stay in the moment, the now. Ease my suffering. And I just want to end with a commentary from Geshe Kensur Jampa Tekchok's commentary on the 7-point mind training. Our ways of thinking and behaving are profoundly ignorant and particularly unpleasant because they completely disregard the untold help we have received and merely remember the little harm. The little harm. People have shown us kindness since beginningless time, and now because of some minor problem, we are branding them enemies. And I just wrote this at the end. They show us kindness by giving us something to work with, by pushing our buttons. So.